What's up, everyone? My name is Mike. I'm here to talk to you about cybersecurity stuff. In this video, we are going to be discussing ways you can become a SOC analyst. This is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. I've been in those shoes, and I want to show you things I've seen as a trainer that have helped analysts stand apart in this world. All right, let's dive into it. So I have a list here of 6 items that I think will help you make the most improvement as an analyst and just one, improve the SOC, improve your capabilities, and most of all, help you stand out in that arena. So let's talk about the first one here. So dig into the attacks. This sounds very obvious, right? But it doesn't happen a lot. What I mean by this is you see an attack, you're unfamiliar with it. Even if someone else did the investigation, you look at the information, it's unfamiliar to you. Do some retroactive analysis, dig in to make it make sense to you. So if it happens in the future, you understand what it's doing. Not only that, but a lot of this stuff often translates. As you're investigating different techniques, you start to build up a toolkit of your own techniques for investigation. And this allows you to get more creative in the future when you do see new unknown things. It saved me a ton of time when I do things, just digging in, learning, and it helps me help my organization by continuing to build out these capabilities and understand more things. So make sure you're doing it. Number 2 here, understand your environment. Whenever I start a new job where I'm working in the SOC or working with logs in general or anything in that nature, always take time. It's usually like a week or so to understand the environment I'm looking at. And the reason is if you don't understand the environment you're working in, you're going to struggle to be able to identify stuff. I like to make a list, so I'll have a spreadsheet of different log sources, different tools, things I will be able to use for whatever I'm trying to accomplish. And with that list, I'll be able to say, okay, this is a network thing I'm looking at. What things do I have to be able to dig into the network? Who works on this team? But by having that list, you can quickly maneuver through investigations or do research because you understand where the different pieces are in that environment. Each environment is insanely different, so it's really good to do. All right, number 3 here. Always look for ways that you can improve yourself. And what I mean is do your own QA here. And these are things like you're looking at your process. How can you do this investigation faster? How can you be more thorough? How can you cross correlate different things to have a higher fidelity investigation? Whatever it is, you should be QAing. Does this thing make sense? When someone raises your analysis, are they able to understand what you're trying to convey without asking you follow-up questions? You should just always be in a state of getting better and better because that's how you stand out as an analyst. That's how you get those raises. That's how you just become really good at what you do is by always analyzing the way you work. All right. Next thing here is documenting changes in processes. This sounds absolutely boring. I know, but it is important to do. So as you grow into your role, you want to be seen as a leader. And what better way to do that than documenting the things you're doing? So this means making how-to guides, or when you get a new tool, you're documenting how people can best use it. These are all great things that you can do even as a low level analyst or a new analyst that'll help you make your SOC better, make you better, and help you improve your fellow analysts around you. And again, help you stand out there by doing it. And here we go. The last thing here is sharing. So we touched on that a second ago, talking about building guides and stuff. But the other thing that really goes with the sharing is whenever you learn something new, share it. So I used to make this a every Wednesday thing in SOCs I worked at where I would share or have someone else share something cool they've been working on, whether it's, hey, here's a new trick with this tool like Splunk. Here's a cool query I built together to look for a command and control traffic, or whatever it is, share it. Share it with your fellows. You could write a blog on it. You could give a presentation, whatever method you want to do. I definitely recommending sharing it. And if no one else is doing it, do it anyways. That's pretty much how every SOC I've been into, no one's really doing it well or very often. And what you do is you start a chain reaction by doing it. And then before you know it, everyone else is doing it. And this is fantastic, especially for people like me who love to learn new things, new cool ways to do things. And I'm always trying to perfect my craft with other people sharing. Everyone just kind of lifts each other up, right? The tide lifts all boats, as they say. So it's a really great way to improve you and everyone around you. So that's it for these tips. If you have any yourself, definitely drop them in there. I'd love to hear some things that you're doing in your SOC or things you've been doing as you've been in this industry. Till next time.